guys, welcome to another episode of Softalk by Phil. I am your host, Felicia. Yay! I want to start this episode by saying thank you to all of you guys who have been watching, commenting, liking, sharing your opinions. Y'all been telling me what y'all like, what y'all don't like, want to think more for add, want to think more for subtract. And you know what? I'm here for it. I am here for all type of constructive criticism, any opinion. Send them come. Send them come. Like, your girl is here for it. So thank you guys so much, because Soft Talk wouldn't really, it would just be me over here talking if I didn't have y'all. So I'm grateful. And also something that I also want to point out. So originally we knew Soft Talk was for the girlies. Girls, I can't even tell them to say it's for y'all alone anymore, because the men are attacking me, guys. The men are coming for me. The man them I watch the podcast too, and they love it. So you know what? We are going to extend a warm welcome to our fellow brothers. So if you are a male, big up you. Welcome to Soft Talk. The only issue, I will not be rebranding my outro. So you're not gonna be staying God's girl, but you're gonna stay in Christ regardless, because we love to see it. As long as you are learning, get the advice, and you love the podcast, I'm here for you. Your girl is here for you. Okay, so we're go over a little bit, we're scoot over a little bit, and we are making a little room for our fellow brothers. Okay, girls, so don't be mad. We love the guys. So, yes. So, yeah. So, based on today's title, we are talking about something that I am sure everybody can resonate with. Listen, self-sabotage. Why do we self-sabotage when things get good? Guys, me personally, I'm going to tell y'all, listen, this is not something new for me. Actually, I'm at a point now where I am learning not to self-sabotage, but it's something that I was doing for years. Like, it wasn't even always obvious to me. I'm not even going to lie to you. Some of the time I not even know that that's what I was doing until, I got older and I start, knowing the definition of what it meant and stuff like that. And thank God. All I can say is thank God that I'm no longer doing that entirely, and I am grateful. So shout out to God. So before we go any further, I just want to, I have right here that, a little soft thought definition of what I think self-sabotage is. Clock it. So in self-taught language, self-sabotage is when fear disguises itself as protection and convinces you to step away, right? To step away from something that God may be calling you from. And guys, I don't know that. Like, I can't even zoom in. I know y'all be doing that. I know you guys be doing that. But something that I have learned is that, in the Bible, because we have our Bible today, because when it's cold outside, it's always warm right here. Period. But the Bible does not use the term self-sabotage, but the Bible does call it fear or unbelief or shrinking yourself, or leaning on your own understanding. That's what the Bible classifies self-sabotage as. And a lot of y'all are doing it. We're going to get into the Bible later on, because I do have it here for a reason. Because I want you guys to realize that a lot of what I'm saying is not foreign. A lot of what I'm about to say is not something that I made up. It's in the Word. And if it's here, say it. A big thing. A big thing. If it's here, it's a big deal. Okay? All right. So let me start by being honest. Like, honestly, at first, when I just started this podcast, like, I was really excited. And up to now, I'm still excited. I'm not going to lie to you. And guys, like, I always want to say that I started over, but the other day I was talking to a really good friend of mine and he pointed out that you're not starting over, you're continuing. And like that made me think about it a little because in my head I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop, so I'm gonna start all over again. And he's like, no, you're just continuing. I'm gonna say, you have to really learn how to give yourself grace. That is something that I'm learning, to give myself grace. So I am continuing. Period. But yeah, like when I just start, like I was so excited. Like I had ideas just rushing in, coming in non-stop. I knew what I wanted to talk about. I knew who I wanted to address. Like I had it all figured out. I have it right down to the T. I felt confident. And then as soon as things started to feel good, boom. The lady, but I stopped. I stopped. Like, I just stopped. Like, I started getting in my own head about the podcast. Like, the moment I realized that, okay, it's not getting as much attention as I would want it to, I stopped. Like, I said, "Child, nobody know I hear you talk, girl." The people that love to hear the lady voice. Hello? But like, and honestly, I had, when I look back, now, it wasn't because like, I never care or I never think it worthwhile to do my podcast. No, like I just become start ask myself be a mad question, to be honest. Like, as I said, like I was asking myself, who wants to hear this? Like, is anyone even listening? Even when people would message me and say, girl, I enjoyed it. Girl, continue. Like, it was so easy to focus on the people who probably weren't listening to it or to the audience that it wasn't reaching yet. And like me, I said, girl, I even asked myself, like, am I doing too much? People, I don't want to know the expensive camera my friend give me for do that podcast. Yeah. The amount of, is it that mic, yeah? Listen, you see this mic right here? Chat. Oh, scumpy mic, Listen, your girl paid money. I even bought a new mic because I'm planning to, like, go out. But not telling them my business. Not telling them my business. But I have more equipment that I plan to use to make this podcast bigger and better. Because remember, I told y'all in episode 1 that this year is the year of bigger and better. So, our episode 2, I'm telling them. Whenever. I know I said it to y'all though. I know I said it. But yeah, so I'm gonna make this podcast bigger and better, and I'm looking forward to see how it grows. Even last night I was talking to a church sister of mine and she was telling me like, girl, don't stop. Just keep going, because I had said something to her specifically, which eventually I am going to bring up on this podcast. But right now, it's not the time for that. But I'll bring it up. Promise. I will bring it up. And I will tell you guys that, guys, I just made it a trouble. So don't worry. Right? But the moment when I doubted myself, I froze. Like the moment when I started to let doubt creep in, I froze. And that's when I realized that I don't just, like, I don't just do it with the podcast. I do it with everything. It's not just the podcast. I do it with everything in my life, right? Like my own personal examples of times when I did this. Like, I self-sabotage my goals. I self-sabotage even my weight loss journey. Like, I'll be so excited and I'll be on the go and I'll be doing everything, exercising, eating good and whatever. And as soon as things start getting good, it's like it coming on my head, say, girl, you're just like, yeah, eat all of this healthy something and nothing not happen. Back to normal. Yeah, exercise and nothing not happen. back to normal. I promise you, I'm do it with everything, even like the relationships and the friendships that I've been a part of. Like, I get excited, I lock in, I feel motivated. And then as soon as things start going well, your girl just pull back. Like, I start overthink the whole situation, I start question myself, and I just stop showing up. And a winner doesn't quit, and a quitter doesn't win. I'ma keep on running because a winner don't quit on himself. And that's something that I genuinely have to constantly say to myself now. Like, Felicia, there is no way you can win if you don't continue. There is no way you can win if you stop. And this is my advice to you too. And you probably know it already, you probably hear it so many times. But take it from somebody who has heard it and actually applied it to their life. Like, there is no way that you can win if you stop. Yes, it gets hard. Yes, everything is not going to happen the way that you might imagine it will. But the moment you stop, you can't win. You don't have a chance when you stop. You just have to keep going. So I look a relationship story. I look a bit in my business, just a little bit, where I did this whole self-sabotage thing. I remember when this guy told me that he loved me. Love me? Love who? Listen, and instead of receiving what this young man said to me, did I laugh it off? Listen, I laughed. I was like, "You're not wrong." I laughed. I did. And it's not because I never believe him, It's not because I didn't believe what he was saying. Honestly, but then the lady got gullible. So it wasn't a case that I didn't believe what he said. I was young. He was young, right? And the idea of commitment, it kind of scary to me. It was. It was scary to me at the time. And, I personally didn't think I knew how to hold anything real, right? So, I mean, truth be told, like, that moment really stayed with me. That before it even became a thing, I thought to sabotage it. I'm just like, well, I'm gonna think me good enough for that. So, And instead of being honest, because I could have been, my laugh off it, I'm gonna make the boy feel bad about it. Like, it was a bad thing for him to share his feeling with me. And boy, I don't know. So it shows up in so many areas. And to be older and to see these things now and, look back at all the times when I sabotaged something before it even came into motion, I said, girl, why would you do that? Oh my God. But then I come to the realization that I really didn't know how to handle certain things. So thanks be to God, I have gotten better and I am still learning, and this podcast is also a learning podcast. Like, I not have everything figured out. My God, I'm far from having everything figured out. But I'm learning. And as I speak to you and I share my experiences with you, you guys are learning too. And I would always love for you to share your experiences with me and, like, help a girl out. Help a girl out. Okay? So, like, that was one of the moments when I recognized this. And the truth be told, it followed me up to my big age. It followed me. I realized that it's something that I constantly do. Like, it's not just a one-time thing and then it's over. You do it over and over. And as I said, it's done in every single area of my life. So self-sabotage isn't always not wanting something. Just to put it out there, sometimes it's believing that you can't keep it, right? Exactly. Sometimes you start to believe that you can't keep something before you even have it, which is so crazy, but it is the truth, right? It happens. Sometimes it's like not trusting that good things can happen to you. Like it's not trusting that good things won't leave, right? So instead of waiting to be disappointed, you protect yourself by pulling away first. Remember, you know, this is what this self-sabotage thing is. And it is just, as I say, it's fear. It's all about fear. And we know the big line in the Bible where say God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of a sound mind. And if you don't know that, now you know. If you know, now you way know. Right? But like I had to bring this type of behavior to God. I had to go to God for real and say, Lord, I need your help.
Help me. Help me.
Because I see where this is ruining things for me. I see where I am not reaching my full potential. Because honestly, guys, I love doing this podcast. I love coming on here. I love yapping up a storm. I love doing it. I'm so passionate about it. And fear will let me not do it. And sometimes it's so weird because it's not like I think I'm like a shy person. Like I know I can do it. I know I'm capable of doing it. But it's like fear would eat you up alive if you allow it. Right? Like I have to bring it to God, man. But I have to bring it to the big man. I have to bring it to him. I had to. And honestly, like I couldn't logic my way out of it. I couldn't. I couldn't do it without the Lord. I had to get him involved. And God really showed me that fear doesn't always look like panic. Like sometimes it might sometimes it look like procrastination for me. That's exactly what it is for sure. It's procrastination. I'll be lying in my bed. I'll be doing everything except what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes it come as joke. Oh, sometimes it come as I'll do it later, which is again procrastination. Sometimes when I might say, yo, it's not even that serious. It really is. It really is. And it's self-sabotage is tied to whatever destiny you may have, and your destiny is always tied to someone else's destiny. So the moment you start pulling back from certain things, especially if it's a specific goal or something that the Lord placed on your heart that you are supposed to carry out, and you let self-sabotage stop you, you are blocking someone else's blessing without even realizing that you're blocking someone else's blessing. And I'm just like, I'm here to tell you. Now, I don't know who needed to hear that, but open up your ears. Make sure that you hear it clearly. And guys, you have to bless people. You have to recognize that fear will cripple you. Fear will cripple you. And unfortunately, a lot of us, we allow it to cripple us. We really do. So, which I already know, because I said it earlier, where Second Timothy, I never told you where it's found. Sorry. It's actually found at Second Timothy 1 verse 7, where it says, For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So, sorry guys, I never told you exactly where it's found. And over here, if we're going to talk about the word of God, we are going to tell you where it's found because we don't want to feel like they make up nothing. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So actually, before recording this episode, I asked you guys a question, which I'm going to read. So I want to introduce this new segment of this podcast called Soft Talk Letters. Guys, I have my phone right here. I just want you guys to know. So with the responses to the questions that I asked, probably everyone didn't get the link. I'm going to start posting it on Instagram, my WhatsApp. I just sent it to random people and tell them to answer and send it to people. So people answered. Truth be told, I have not read all the responses yet. A lot of them I didn't even read, but we're going to read them together. We are going to read them together. So the question that I asked was, why do you think you self-sabotage when things start going well? So let's see some of the answers that you gave me. All right. So someone said, I often think my opinion doesn't matter and people don't really care to want to hear. I'm here to tell y'all, I'm here to tell you that your opinion actually does matter. Like, don't let anybody belittle you. Don't let anyone tell you that your opinion does not matter. Your opinion matters. If you think that what you have to share, it is constructive and you're not hurting people, share your opinion. Don't make people tell you, listen, Jesus shared his opinion. If the Lord shared his opinion, share your opinion. That's not my thing. Don't make nobody tell us that your opinion no matter. Your opinion matters, okay? It not I feel agree with what everybody else has to say, but it matters. That's why you have a voice. Use your voice. The next one that we have here, it's easier to trust what is known to me, I guess. You know, it's true. It is true. And that's something that I even see with myself with like watching movies. I would rather watch a movie that I've watched multiple times because I know exactly how it's going to end than to watch a new movie, which is crazy, but it's just because I know the ending already and I'm already safe with that. So basically, you're saying that, you self sabotage because you already know the outcome of certain, like the way that you choose to go, you already know that solution or outcome. Listen, this is where trusting God comes in. You gotta trust the Lord, man. Like, you have to trust God. You have to learn to trust God wholeheartedly. I know it's easier to believe the things that you can see, but trusting God, have faith. Like, it's all right. It's okay. Listen, y'all in these responses. Okay, so the next one says, I think my life has been riddled with bad experiences and outcomes. It's hard to believe anything can actually just go well. Aw, I always think, okay, the bad is coming. Something is coming, so I overthink myself into believing this thing that's going well is a prank. I shut out and shut down, or I receive it in anxiety. I'm telling you right now, Philippians 4, verse 6. Do not, hello? Do not be anxious for anything, but in everything. Listen, I'm going to Bible, I'm going to Bible. Listen, anxiety is a tactic of the enemy. I'm not going to ever stop saying it. I'm not going to hear me talk about God every time because God is the answer. The Lord is the answer. Hello? But yeah, you know, I understand. I understand you saying that because, oh my God, to think that something bad is always coming, and that comes from like being disappointed multiple times. But again, trust the Lord. Keep trusting God. Keep trusting God. Like, you have to live for the Lord. Listen, the Bible tell you, say, I was what? I was old now. I was young, now I'm old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken. If you are living a life that is for the Lord, trust. God not giving nothing for hurt you. God's not giving you anything to hurt you. You have to go through some periods, yes. Sometimes we go through some hardship. I will say, God, what is? But him also tell us, say, rejoice, rejoice in them period there because it produces perseverance. It really does. And if you live your life constantly just looking over your shoulder, every decision that you make, everything that happens, you're like, oh, something bad gonna happen, something bad gonna happen. You're gonna miss. You're gonna miss out on things. You're gonna always miss out on things, and you're gonna always be wondering why this happened to me. What? Start living your life to the fullest. You know, the same Bible again. I'm drawing for it. I'm drawing for it again. It tells us to have life and have it abundantly. Listen, trust God. You can't live your life thinking that something bad is always around the corner. It's easy to say, oh, what if something bad happens? You're always looking at your cup half empty, right? But look at it. What if something good happens? It's the same thought. It's the same thinking. You're using the same energy, right? The cup half empty, the cup half full. It depends on how you look at it. Just start thinking, what if something good happens? The moment the enemy makes you thinking, something bad gonna happen. What if something bad happen? Say, well, God say, what if something good happen? Start counteract with the enemy I give you with what God give you. Because that's the only thing that's true. Okay, my lovies? Next one. Emotionally and physically abuse from family. I see them family people at some other time. Listen, I get that though. I get that abuse, past trauma, past abuse that will allow you to sabotage things. But there was this quote that I said, well, I didn't say it. I saw it, and it basically said there comes a point in your life when you can't blame the things of your past anymore. You have to learn. And it does become your responsibility after a while to create safe spaces for yourself, even if that means like, letting family go and friends go. Like, you can forgive these people, but you don't have to keep them like in close proximity, right? You have to create a safe space for yourself. But you can't move forward if you're still holding on to the past things. So this is a conversation that is for a different episode because it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit deeper too. But yeah, that I see where that can happen. But when all fails, you know who did I fail? Hello, the big man himself. All right. So someone else says past trauma. Whenever something good start happening, something bad always happens after. So instead of sitting and waiting for it to happen, I'll self-sabotage. So basically that's what we spoke about before. So I won't address this one again. But past trauma, we have to learn to let it go. We have to learn. I realized that therapy was always something that was looked on growing up. Them assume someone say I got therapy, I get mad. I always used to hear that when I look up at me. Therapy is very important. Like, I have a friend who's like a therapist. She not do no therapy session with me, but I see how important her job is, right? Guys, see if you can get to speak to someone. I think it's very important that you guys do speak. Start journaling. Journaling your feelings. Write it in your notes on your phone. Like, start somewhere. You have to get it out. Because when you sit down and you hold on to these things, it just makes your life heavier. It's a heavier burden that you're carrying. You're now carrying weight that you're not even meant to carry. So, yeah, try finding ways that you can let it out. Because you can't walk around every day and say, oh, past trauma, and then you're wondering why you can't move on. Because you are carrying a load. How long can you carry a heavy load for? It's like when you're walking, you have a big old bag on your back and whatever. After a while, you have to stop. So for the journey to seem easier, you probably have to get rid of some of the load. Some of the things that may have to dash away. So, yeah, you can't self-sabotage everything in your future, in your your present life, your future life because of your past life. Like, your past don't define you. That's it gone. You can't do nothing about it anyway. But, like, furthermore, the Lord said we're not even supposed to worry about tomorrow. It's not even let alone the past. Don't dwell on the past. It also said that too. Let it go. Let it go. I know it may seem hard, but it's easier to let it go. Trust me. It will work out for you. Right? The next one that we have here is the feeling of thinking I'm not deserving of anything good because of how people who should love me treat me. Let me tell you something right now. I don't know who wrote these, but let me tell y'all something. It's the love. You see, the people that want to think for love, you know? That, I'm not saying, I'm not saying. Listen, take it from Phil, okay? I love y'all. I love y'all. I love you. I got all the love over here for you, honey. I got all of it. But, um, sometimes life is not going to work out the way how we think it should go. And that's something that I've learned. And someone can love you, but you don't feel loved by the person. Everybody has different ways of loving people. Unfortunately, that is just the way of the world, and we really cannot change it. But my advice to you is that you are deserving of love. Do not ever downplay that because someone that you expect to love you doesn't love you that way. Also, you have to love the Lord above everything else, even more than how you love yourself. And when you love the Lord so much, you learn how to love yourself. And when you learn how to truly love you, I promise you, it makes love in the world easier. Just continue to give love. You will receive it. And anywhere that you have to force love, you leave it alone. Dust off your sandals. Once again, a Bible may talk to them. So another one is I self-sabotage because I believe I don't deserve the good that comes based on childhood trauma and fear of not doing well. Let me tell you once again, we're going back to the past trauma. You are deserving of love. Whatever happened in your childhood past or, I can't make light of the situation because I don't know what the situation is. But my thing is, you are deserving of love. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are. You will be okay. And you have to truly learn to let go of the past. It does not define you, and you don't have to carry that load. Come to me, all who are burden, like him tell we, carry come give him. Give the Lord, give it to him. Give it to him. Get the rest where my give. Take the rest. Take it. Run with it. And that's what, Matthew 11, I believe. No, it's Matthew 7, verse 11. Don't quote me on that one, but it's in Matthew. Listen, take the rest. Give up the burdens that you are currently carrying from your past. Because it is now your responsibility to decide if you want to let go of these things or you want to carry them. You can't go around and blame your family or your old flings or whatever those were.
Okay, so there was a bug I was staring at, or my eyes looked like that.
You can't blame them forever. Because at the end of the day, you are old enough now to decide that I don't want to deal with this. I don't have to deal with this. And that is okay. That is okay. And I have one more because it's easier if I ruin things. Don't make me slap you. Don't make me use Jesus because I slap you. Stop that. No, it's not easier to ruin things. Because who are you ruining things for? Like, who are you truly ruining things for? You're ruining things for the next generation. You're ruining things for someone else's life. Like, who are you truly ruining things for? Yourself. And then you have to sit in misery. Like, it doesn't help. It's not easier because it might seem like the better decision right now. But in the end, it comes right back. So let's not. So there's a long one right here. I don't think they answered the question. I think this person just said they wanted to say something, and I'm going to read it because it's important. So it says, definitely we forget the reason we are here. We didn't stop to thank the Lord. The same way we stop to ask, we should acknowledge the good time. I'm learning also to remain quiet about things in your waiting period, and when it gets to good times, we can share our testimonies in gratitude and always remain humble. Keep rooted and grounded no matter how good things get. Never take your eyes off the Lord. And remember, the true prize is in heaven because things on earth are temporary. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah. We praise in Jesus' name over here, by the way. So there is no confusion. Hello. But that is the end of Soft Talk Letters. And every week we are going to be doing Soft Talk Letters where I'm going to be asking you these questions and you're going to answer. I might not read every single one every week, but gradually we might get to a point where you guys can ask me questions and I'll answer, or if you have a situation and you just need a little advice, as long as I'm willing and able, and I'll ask the Lord to speak through me, I'll do that for you. So, all right, guys. So also, I want you guys to start speaking affirmations over your life, because if you're sabotaging, that means you're doubting. That means you're being fearful. Like, I need y'all to start speaking affirmations over your life. And when I say affirmations, I don't mean I am kind, I am smart, you is smart, you is intelligent. Nah. I mean some godly affirmations over your life. So, when was it? I remember a few years ago, my mom bought me this. It has a lot of like godly affirmations. I'm gonna take a photo and try to make it like bigger for you guys to see. But some of them that it's like Philippians 4 verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Or fear is a liar. Joshua 1 verse 9. Or Romans 8 verse 31. If God is for me, who can be against me? Or Isaiah 54 verse 17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Hello? Or Deuteronomy 28 verse 13, I am the head and not the tail. Hello? I need y'all to start saying these affirmations over your life. Listen, get up and at least learn two. Learn two and just say them over your life. Say them and believe them. We can't make the enemy rob we. We can't make him rob we. 0 to 10. Would you recommend? Bye to the enemy. He gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go, y'all. Anyways, so let's get back into it. So back on track to what we're saying. Like self-sabotage doesn't mean that you are broken, guys. It really does not mean that. It means something in you learned that safety is control. That's it. Like, that's what self-sabotage truly means. When we take away all these other big words and all of that, that's what it means. And now God is teaching us that real safety comes from trust. It really does. It doesn't come from perfection. It doesn't come from predictability. It truly comes from trust. So, my teaching is something, make sure so now write down this. If you like take notes, write down what the dollar said. I'm playing with you. But I'm still on learning all of these things as well. You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm still on learning. I'm still catching myself when I start to pull away from things. I'm still choosing to show up regardless, right? Even when my mind tells me that, I shouldn't, I'm still choosing to show up. I'm here making this episode today, and I'm so grateful. And I'm realizing that, stopping doesn't bring results. Stopping does not bring results. And if it does bring results, it's never the results that you truly want. It's never what you truly yearn for. It brings you some mediocre results that you probably don't even you exactly. But consistency. Consistency. Oh my God. Consistency. Surrender and faith. That is where true growth lives. That is where your true growth lives. You have to learn how to be consistent. You have to truly surrender. And you have to have faith. So, I want you guys to have a little mirror moment. Like, I want to ask you a question. And you can just answer this whenever you want. Because at the end of the day, it's you being honest with yourself. That's all. What do you sabotage when it starts going well? What do you truly sabotage when it starts going well? Like, I want you guys to truly think about that. And when I mean a little finky foo answer, like, think about what it is that you're truly sabotaging, you know? And I want you to think about why. And when you come up with an answer, write it down. Write it down. When you write it down, give it to God. Give it to the Lord. Give it to Him. Bring it to Him. Like, I don't know nothing for you to fix. It's nothing for you to fix. And it's nothing for you to truly fix alone. Okay? Bring it to God. Bring it to God. So, we are boiling down to the end of this podcast episode. And if you are listening to this episode and you're realizing, I do this too, which based on your responses, I know that y'all do. I want you to know that you are not weak. I told you I'm never ever going to stop saying that. You're not weak, but you are aware. And being aware is amazing. A lot of people, they downplay and they act as if they don't do these things, or they don't know what I'm talking about. Self-sabotage, lies. Lies. But the moment that you recognize that you do it, it shows that you are aware. And truly, awareness is the beginning of change. So the mere fact that you are aware, congratulations. I am proud of you. Your girl is proud of you. And that is the beginning of change. It truly is the beginning of change. So we have come to the end of another episode of Softalk by Phil. Again, I am your host, Phil. Clap that tea. And yeah, you don't have to ruin what God is building in your life. Don't ruin it thinking about things that you not have no control over. Don't ruin things that are sent to build you, to be the better version of yourself, to be the best version of yourself, actually. Hello? Don't ruin that because the enemy wants you to do that. And we don't know what the enemy wants over here. Nothing. Nothing. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to love. You are allowed to receive love. You are allowed to stay. You are allowed to let good things come to you. You are allowed to enjoy life and enjoy it to the fullest. Because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Of course, we're down here for enjoy it. Hello? Hello? Play with somebody else. Don't play with God people them. But my lovely softies, I just want to say thank you for staying tuned for another episode of Self-Sabotage by Phil. And before we go, we are going to say our outro. So say it with me. I am God's girl, wise, worthy, and walking in purpose. I protect my peace, honor my worth, and move with grace. I don't chase attention. I carry class. I am strong. I am soft. and I am becoming her. Stay soft, stay grounded, stay God's girl. See you next week, guys. Bye. So guys, I wanted to make the man them have something for settle. So you guys are gonna say, I am God's child, wise, worthy, and walking in person. This is why I'm not doing nothing for them. Cha! Take two. Sorry. I am God's child, wise, worthy, and walking in purpose. I protect my peace, honor my worth, and move with grace. I don't chase attention. I carry presence. I am strong, I am gentle, and I'm becoming who God is shaping me to be. Stay soft, stay grounded, stay aligned with God. Bye, guys.